Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Finishing out the semester here, Advanced NDT. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit, just kind of sum things up. I know some of you had needed a little direction, and that's fine. Kind of left you drifting out there for a couple of weeks to see where you went, and now just kind of tie you all back together to make sure you're headed in the right direction. If you're looking at your sheet that says Assignment for Advanced NDT, that is what you're going to need. That's what I got right here in my hand. So this stuff here has kind of been I guess, summary of what's on the sheet, just to tie it all back together to make sure you are where you need to be. Okay, so first things first here. What Advanced NDT is all about is two things. First off is a review of the methods, okay, PT, MT, eddy current, UT, and RT as well. Just a basic review of all those methods. So if you're looking at your assignment sheet here, it says Roman numeral 1 is a review of those methods. So you could travel back through as far back as you can remember, or jump onto YouTube or do whatever, and just get a basic kind of overall, review of what each one of those methods are about. Okay? Just something simple, doesn't have to be hugely in-depth. When you get here, okay, when you have your procedures, when you get your review, what we're looking for is a procedure over each of those methods. Okay, so if you're in the assignments folder using this assignment sheet, when it's all said and done, one of the main assignments for Advanced NDT is to create a small procedure over each of these methods. Okay, a procedure over penetrant, procedure over mag, one over eddy current, one over ultrasound, one over radiography. When you're doing that, you're going to use this supporting material in the folder to kind of get your bearings going again. So 1417 is for penetrant, 1444 is for mag, 114 is for UT, 566 is for eddy current, and 94 is for RT. Okay, and these are all ASTM documents. ASTM 1417, 1444, so on and so forth. Okay, so once you've figured out your procedures for the methods, okay, you're going to have 5 different procedures here. They don't have to be super long. A page, 2 pages is plenty. Basically what I'm looking for, just to kind of give you a jump on what that's all about, is a scope in the procedure, materials that you're going to use, equipment, and the difference between the two would be like materials would be penetrant for the penetrant, and the equipment for penetrant would be dryer or rags or all that stuff. Okay? So basic equipment, basic qualifications that you would have to have, meaning level 2, level 1, certification, so on and so forth. Any quality control stuff. If you're dealing with penetrant or mag, you're talking about black lights. And then the overall procedure, basically what you're going to do the penetrant or do the radiography, that basic procedure, and then at the end, maybe some basic or brief accept, reject. Okay? And for this, you could say refer to governing code. Maybe it's D11, maybe it's ASME B313, any of that stuff. Okay? So this is kind of what your procedure is going to look like. It's going to start out with a scope, then it's going to go to materials and equipment, then qualifications, okay, any quality control, the actual procedure, and then some accept, reject criteria at the bottom to kind of tie it all together. Okay, using all of this supporting material here. Then, I saw a couple of you have already done this, a 6-page paper over any of these on here. Okay, you've got thermal testing, acoustic emission, phased array ultrasonics, or laser shearography. Those at the bottom there. So any of those topics to kind of tie it all together over your 6-page paper. And there's more detail in your syllabus as well on the 6-page paper to kind of bring it all back. So far we've got procedures. You're going to have 5 procedures. You're going to have a 6-page paper over thermal testing, acoustic emission, phased array ultrasonics, or laser shearography. Just one paper, double-spaced, the whole bit, over one of those methods. Okay, just to repeat those one more time. Thermal testing, acoustic emission, phased array ultrasonics, or laser shearography. So 5 procedures, 1 paper. Then you got to put in a resume. I've seen a couple of the resumes come through. Just a basic resume that has your job history, your now it's going to be your Cali College Associate of Applied Science degree, so on and so forth. So one basic resume kind of that shows what you've done in the past and how you're going to send that out. And I know I've talked to a couple of you and you're not really looking to go anywhere, and that's fine, but I still need to see a resume to make sure that that has been done. Okay? And then the last thing that you're actually going to turn in, so you can see here there's really only 4 things that you're going to have to turn in 4 categories of things that you're going to have to turn in. That is a talk with 3 different companies. Okay, 3 companies over, are they hiring? Are they looking to hire? I know some of you are already in a job in NDT, and that's great. If you don't feel comfortable with this, we can do some other stuff, but I need, at least for those of you that aren't in NDT right now, I'll talk with 3 different companies to kind of get your name out there to say, hey, my name is Joe Klassen, I'm looking to graduate here in May, wonder if you had any NDT open positions, so on and so forth, to get into the job market, to kind of stick your nose out there and make it happen. So basically 3 different things, 3 different paragraphs over, hey, I called this company, I called Mistras Group, and they are hiring for people in Denver, Colorado, and they're looking to hire at whatever starting pay, so on and so forth. Okay, so 4 categories of things. Basically, you're going to have to turn in 5 procedures, so there's 5 things, 1 6-page paper, so there's 6, 1 resume, there's 7, and 3 different companies that you've talked to. So 10 total things that you're going to have to turn into me, into that Dropbox, to say, hey, I've looked through Advanced NDT here, I've read about thermal testing, I wrote a paper over it, I wrote a resume, I've talked with 3 different companies, I'm looking to get hired on here, now, whenever. But those are the 4 categories of things that you're actually going to have to do, but 10 total assignments that you're going to have to turn in. Shouldn't take you, I've seen some of the papers already turned in, shouldn't take you more than a week or 2 weeks to kind of tie this all back together. Once that's all said and done, you've completed your requirements for Advanced NDT, and it's been great having you in the program, and I hope that we can get somebody else, maybe one of your friends or family members, into it. And I'd love to speak with you to kind of get your thoughts and suggestions that you have about the program. Anyways, thank you very much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.